Sometimes it's very important when you are trying to look for an emergency personal loan that you really get it right away because you have emergency and then you have emergencies, right? It's like you need the cash like yesterday. You need the cash now. So it's really important when you have when you're looking for an emergency personal loan with bad credit that you really get the cash real quick. So in today's conversation, what I want to do, I want to share with you the steps, the proven steps that will really help you get the cash you need real quick. So first of all, you need to know emergency loan lenders because see, you can't just go to a regular bank or a regular credit union and ask them for an emergency personal loan. They probably will give it to you if you qualify. Maybe after 4 days or 5 days, and who knows? You never know. And even worse, they might deny your ass after 2 weeks, after like wasting your time. So you really want to go to the best lenders ASAP. Let me give you a few of them. So you have Avant, you can get like a 2,000 to 35,000. They only ask for 550 in FICO. You have Axos Bank. You can get $5,000 to $50,000. Minimum credit score about 600 to 750. You have Best Egg. Best Egg, 2,000 to 50 grand, 600. Discover. You can get like 2,500 to 40 grand, and minimum credit score 600 to 660. By the way, welcome back to the show. It's really, I love having this kind of conversations every now and then with you. Okay, let me just continue on my list here of the best emergency loan lenders. You have Landing Points. They'll give you like 2,000 to 36.5 thousand, and the minimum credit score 600. You have Livestream. Oh, we love Livestream. Like they're very generous, like 5 grand to 100 grand. Can you imagine that? $100,000 in emergency personal loan. That's just kind of crazy, but hey, it is what it is. And minimum credit score 700. You have Universal Credit. They'll get you like they give you a $1,000 to $50,000. Minimum credit score 500 to 560. You have Upgrade, one of our darlings when it comes to lenders. You have minimum credit score 600 and loan amount $1,000 to $50,000. And you also have Upstart. We love Upstart. You have 1,000 to 50 grand also. Minimum credit score 580. So the first thing you got to do here is to actually know the emergency loan lenders. Don't you waste your time talking to the wrong lender because listen, some lenders are never going to pay attention to you, especially if you have bad credit and your financial situation is a little shaky. Let's say you don't have a job right now, you're trying to you're hustling like big time, and you have a few jobs here and there, but you don't have a regular 9 to 5. This will be very complicated because see, absent direct deposit or absent a strong FICO score, you are really having a lot of detriments against you. Okay, so the second thing I want you to do here is to plan. You got to plan, and by planning, I'm talking about you putting the steps so that you can qualify for an emergency loan. Now you probably can tell me, hey, listen, you can't plan for an emergency. Yes, I get that. I'm not asking you to plan for an emergency. I'm asking you to plan for an emergency loan so that if something were to happen, you have all the steps already lined up so you can get the loan real quick. Okay, so qualifying for personal loans for emergencies is kind of similar to getting approved for most other loans. The lender will typically look at your credit history. They'll look at your credit history, they'll look at your income, and most importantly, they'll look at your ability to repay the loan in the future. That's what they're going to look at. See, they'll always want to make sure that you are able to repay the loan. Okay. And so if you want to increase your odds of loan approval, avoid taking out other new credit. You want to keep your credit card balances low. And you want to make any existing loan payments on time. By the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about how to get an emergency personal loan in minutes, like real quick, especially if you have bad credit or, your income is not really what it should be. You're kind of struggling right now. So one thing I need to say is that, especially if you have bad credit, think about maybe co-signers. Maybe your spouse or a brother or whatever it is. I mean, somebody can be a co-signer or a co-borrower. Who knows? Because sometimes you need help. You gotta ask around you, like your family. They're not just there to see you on Thanksgiving and just have like a shot of tequila and just to eat some whatever. Like no. They got to be there when you really need them. Okay, so think about getting extra help. The third thing I want you to do here is I want you to really, if you're trying to get an emergency personal loan in minutes, you need to understand what you can use emergency loans for. Now, lenders are really sort of they're very strict about that because people are scared about lenders. They're scared about getting fines from the federal government or state authorities if they are caught making loans to, like criminals. Because the whole thing is the government is trying to combat AML, not AML. They're trying to combat money laundering. So they have AML rules in place, anti-money laundering rules in place, so that they're trying to make sure that people are not using the cash for something they shouldn't be using for in the first place. Okay, so you can use an emergency loan for a lot of things. Just make sure that you articulate that. You tell this to the lender because they will ask you. If you say, "Well, I need an emergency personal loan," the very first question they'll ask you is, "What do you need? What do you need the money for?" And then second question, can you repay the loan amount? And third question, how much money are you making right now? Okay, so you can get an emergency loan for medical bills, dental costs, car repairs. Okay, stuff happens, the economy goes down, or you have no money, whatever. You can get an emergency personal loan for rent or mortgage payments. Yes, people do that. For utility payments, for funeral expenses, for home repairs. Okay, so this is important for you to actually make sure you are very, very clear about that, because if you make a mistake, the lender will just deny your ass like big time. So, for example, and sometimes they might ask you for proof. So, for example, if you say, I need some cash, I need an emergency personal loan to cover dental cost, they'll ask you to prove what you're going to cover, because dental cost is kind of vague, right? I mean, personal loans can cover fillings, crowns, veneers, or any cost that your dental insurance doesn't cover. So you got to be able to explain that. If we're talking about medical bills, you got to really explain if you're talking about unexpected treatments, MRIs, or any other medical expenses. Okay, and so be very clear to articulate your reasons. Number 4, I really want you to compare. And this is really important to really be in a situation where right now you need an emergency. That's true. But you as a borrower, you are bringing business to the lender, right? Because they're gonna make money off of you. So you sort of have a situation of weakness because you need an emergency loan, but you also have some kind of power if you really think about it. And I want you to use that power. So what's your power here? Your power is to compare emergency loan lenders, because in this economy, listen, even lenders need to find new business. They need to attract new business, and new business means borrowers. So you need to actually sell yourself very high. Okay, so compare the lenders before you choose. I mean, I gave you a list before, right? Avon, Axos Bank, Best Egg, Discover, Landing Point, Last Stream, Universal Credit, Upgrade, Upstart. Those are all great. I mean, those players, they're really good. But for your specific situation, in the state where you're applying from, in your situation, in your family situation, your financial situation, maybe one of those players is better than the others. Okay, and you can actually compare and contrast them through things like eligibility requirements, the loan amounts, interest rates, right? By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. I'm talking to you about how to get an emergency personal loan in minutes. You have repayment terms. You have a time to fund, also among other criteria to actually compare and contrast the emergency loan lenders. You have the time to fund, and you have online services. If the lender has like an app or a mobile technology enabled, okay. So I'll give you an example. If you take, let's say you want the Last Stream. Last Stream is kind of cool if you're looking for a very high loan amount for your emergencies. As I just said, they actually can approve you all the way to $100,000. And they're the only one doing that. Everybody else will cap your loan amount at 50. Okay, Discover and Evan, and other players are even lower. But if you take Upgrade, if you take Upstart, they'll get you like 50 grand. Okay, so it is what it is. The next thing I want you to do here is to apply. Okay, so now you've done the work, you've done the homework, you've done the research, you have compared and contrasted those lenders. It's about time that you applied. One thing I want to say here is that when we talk about applying, we got to go back again in the analysis period. But I'm not asking you to do analysis paralysis. Don't do analysis paralysis. You got to decide real fast. Okay. So what you want to do here is you want to shop around and compare lenders, because the thing is that you can't just say, oh, I like this lender. Okay, I like Upstart. Okay, you like Upstart, but what about Upgrade? What about Universal Credit? Because if Upstart is saying, we're going to charge you 29%, and APR, and you never tried, you never tested the waters with Upgrade, you'll be leaving a lot of money on the table, literally. And that's your money, by the way, because that's the money you'll be paying in interest. Okay, so what you want to do here is that you want to actually, the good thing is all those lenders, they have a soft pull process. So what you want to do is you want to do a soft pull to see what they can give you. I'll get it. What they can give you, and based on the loan amount, the loan offers that they send you, you can actually make a decision, and you need to make a decision real fast. So you shop around and compare lenders based on the soft pulls. Okay, you want to pick your loan option, and you want to fill out the application for that specific lender that you have finally chosen. Don't forget to look at the loan amounts and the eligibility requirements, also the interest rates. And once you do this, you should be able to get your funds real quick. The good thing is that, and this one thing I really forgot to mention, is that time to funding is really important, because when we talk about emergency personal loans, we have to pay attention to time to fund, because if you're just getting your cash after 1 week, then you can't really use it to solve emergencies. Now, I know there are layers in emergencies. There are levels of emergency, like somebody who needs cash real quick because they have a structural problem in their house. It's not the same it's not the same. Like, their problem is different from someone who has an emergency. Let's say in terms of like a medical emergency. They have to be they have that, like, something they have to do, to have to undergo some kind of procedure or whatever. So hey, it is what it is. Now, one thing I want to say here is that you need to be really careful here, because when we talk about emergency personal loans, sometimes you need to watch out. You know why? Because let's say you are looking for, like, you need $5,000 right now. $5,000. You have a lot of problems in your relationship, and your spouse is not working. The kids are not eating right. Everybody is just losing weight in your family, and you're like, what? I desperately need some cash. I mean, I'm working 3 or 4 jobs, but I can't make the ends meet with those measly salary. And sometimes you got to ask yourself, okay, should I just maybe like, what are the options I have? And sometimes you might have options such as payday loans, pawn shop loans, car title loans. Now, those loans are extreme. Those loans are really in the subprime category, and those loans are marketed to folks who don't have who have no banking history or whatever. And consequently, those loans also have very high APR. So this is why you got to be very careful, and don't you fall for those loans and those lenders. I mean, I'm not saying the lenders are bad. They're not bad. It's just that, hey, listen, I only care about you. I don't care about your interest. So it's really important not to do this, not to actually, go after the payday loan, go after the pawn shop loan, and go after the car title loans. And so, by the way, when we talk about payday loans, those are unsecured short-term loans designed to be paid back by the next payday. While payday loans typically do not require a credit check, they can come with interest rates ranging from 300% to 500%. It's mind-boggling. It's just unbelievable. Okay. Now, the pawn shop loans, they work very similar to. They work in a very specific way. So, what happens here is that you will leave a valuable item with a pawn shop, in return for borrowing money. Like payday loans, pawn shop loans usually come with extremely high interest rates. So if you pay the loan back as agreed, you will get your item back. But if you don't, the pawn shop can actually sell it. Okay, so and in terms of the car title loans, these loans put your car's title on the line as collateral. If you don't pay the loan back as agreed, you might lose your vehicle. One thing I want to say before moving to the next conversation here is that you gotta really think about having a backup. This is so important. You gotta have a backup. See, the thing is, you could do everything you want. You can try every strategy, whatever. But what if things don't work out? Things may not work out, and it's one of those things you gotta ask yourself: am I in the right situation? Am I thinking the right thing here? Okay, and what you want to do here is that you want to actually think about alternatives to emergency loans, because you can think about credit union loans. You can think about having a 0% APR credit card. This could be a transfer balance, or this could be a regular card. Okay, and think about having a payment plan or hardship options. Yeah, if you're facing an emergency or hardship, your creditor might be willing to work out a payment plan with you. Some creditors also offer hardship options, so be sure to reach out to your creditor to see what options might be available to you. Okay, and you can also get help from friends and family. Who knows? I mean, depending on how big your friends and family circle is. And think about getting also a personal line of credit. Maybe this could help you move on to the next level and really do things differently. Or you can try to build an emergency fund, because this will even really help you sort of prevent things from happening in the future. And when we talk about emergency fund, we're speaking about what? We're thinking about understanding your expenses in the budget. Okay, this is another important element. Or you can open a high yield savings account, or you can actually make regular contributions to your emergency loan, even if those funding programs are very small at the beginning. Okay, and one thing also I need to say here is that it's very important. Okay, if you're trying to get an emergency personal loan in minutes, it's very important to remember these 3 things I'll be telling you. Number 1, make sure that you pick a loan that actually covers your area. Number 2, make sure that you qualify. And number 3, just go out there and perform. Like something were to happen to you, okay, you're fine, because you've already thought about the 3 things you can do to motivate yourself every single day. So those are really important. And one thing I also want to say here is that when you actually have, if you're looking for an emergency personal loan and you went to your preferred lender and they did not take care of you, you can try another lender. This is why I was telling you to compare and contrast lenders, because you might not get what you want by talking to the very first lender. Lenders change, and lenders are like human beings. Sometimes you can understand them, sometimes they can understand you, sometimes they won't. So this is totally fine. Okay, you really need to understand that. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I'll just explain to you how to get an emergency personal loan in minutes. So the steps are: you have to know the emergency loan lenders. You want to plan, you have to understand, you have to compare, you have to apply, and you have to have a backup plan. And most importantly, you need to have to prevent. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.